That's fine.
Yeah.
Go over there.
Nice.
I shouldn't. Oh, sit down. Yeah, I can't be the only one sit up. You can sit down. The two good-looking ones have to sit down. No, the two good-looking ones.
You guys all can sit. Well, there
Yeah.
No, we want to stand.
All right, so now tell us
young
some.
ones will stand.
So, yes, we have to have probing questions here.
That's right.
Okay.
So, out of the four of you, who was the favorite?
Betty,
Okay.
that's not true.
Tell us some family memories you want everybody else to know.
Is Clarence really the youngest?
No, he's the meanest. He's the youngest boy. And he tells lots of stories that are not true. And his fish
But
are
I'm
always
the
big.
best card
Did he really
player.
chop your finger off, Betty?
I'm the best card player. out
Show
of
your
the bunch.
finger.
Betty.
Yeah.
No, I can't hold it. But that was an accident. I forgave him long. Actually, Gladys and I are the best. Gladys is not in with us, but Gladys and I are the best whist players.
And Elder,
Who's the best cook? Who's the best cook?
Elder, did you really teach them in school?
They're the
Can I have
Did you
your
teach
attention,
school
please,
with
for
that?
just about 5 minutes?
5 minutes.
What'd you say?
This picture of Grandma and Grandpa and Darvin,
Oh, we get.
now the entire family has come up and claimed this picture. And the reason they did is because every time we opened a packet of pictures, this was in it. And it truly belongs to Cora. So all of your pictures are in your own family album. You get them back.
They all
This is not yours. You all have exactly the same picture. Every single one of you that sent it from the stepsisters and stepbrothers. We got this 7 times.
You guys, on that same note, this one's serious. I have 3 pictures up there. I think they're on Fred H. and Martha's side. That we don't know whose they are. They fell out of the envelopes in the process. So if you want to claim them or know whose they are, they all have handwriting on it. If it's your handwriting, claim the picture and just let me know.
That picture, that's mine. Okay. No, no, not up there.
I have an announcement about the silent auction. We got some great stuff up here, and thanks everyone for all the great stuff. We're going to end the silent auction at 8:30. Absolutely no bidding after 8:30. Okay, so keep wandering around. If there's something you really want, you got to make sure you're the highest bidder. All of the proceeds are going to help pay for all of this stuff.
Should I leave that plate there?
Yeah, everyone.
I think I better
You know,
leave that.
that might have been Judy Retson or Judy's mother that sent the picture. But Judy Retson.
So I want to know who's the best cook
8:30,
right
and we'll
now.
be making announcements as it gets closer.
No.
Who's the richest cook?
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So did Elder really teach you in school?
Yes, I did. Yes, she did.
What
She
grade?
did not favor us, trust me.
Did she fail somebody in the group?
I did not favor them because... Did you teach her too? Yes. I did. You know, I would have been accused of favoritism. But you did favor Betty, but not... No, that's not true.
Was it the toughest in your education?
You bet. I have to agree.
Out of all
I
of
was
that.
the worst teacher they had. I went out behind the coal shed or whatever we had and cried many
Did you?
times.
Was this before or after you got kicked out of the
tell
church fight?
And Arliss has found her poem, and she wants to read a poem for us all.
Oh,
Okay, can everyone be quiet for a moment?
Turn it off.
Okay, folks, this is going to bring back some real memories. The house behind the house. One of my fondest memories, as I recall the days of yore, was a little house behind the house with a crescent over the door. 'Twas a place to sit and ponder, with your head all bowed down low, knowing that you wouldn't be there if you didn't have to go. Ours was a multi-holer 3, with a size for every one. You left there feeling better after your job was done. You had to make those frequent trips in snow, rain, sleet, or fog, to that little house where you usually found the Sears catalog. Oft times in dead of winter, the seat was spread with snow. 'Twas then with much reluctance that little house you'd go. With a swish you'd clear that wooden seat, bend low with dreadful fear. You'd shut your eyes and grit your teeth as you settled on your rear. I recall the day old Granddad, who stayed with us one summer, made a trip out to that little house, which proved to be a bummer. 'Twas the same day that my dad had finished painting the kitchen green.
Because I had an answer, but I forgot what the question was.
Okay, the question was this before or after you got kicked out of the choir?
It was way before I got kicked out of the choir.
So can you tell, why did you
Church
get,
choir.
right, why did you get kicked out of the church choir?
Because I thought I could sing. And
So
in all
can
reality-
Beckers sing, really? I mean, seriously.
What?
Do we have Beckers who can sing?
Yes, lots of them.
Okay.
But I can't
Just
sing
not you
anymore.
guys.
I used to
You
sing.
could sing, okay.
But not me.
You could sing too? Wow.
Not me.
How about you, Clarence?
Yeah, he can
Yeah,
sing.
we can sing together.
He can sing the old Shoes.
No, he can sing farther along, Clarence.
And the old gray mare, he can sing too.
I can sing that
You
in
can sing
German.
the old gray mare in
Okay.
German.
Now, who's a better German speaker?
Oh, her.
Elda.
Let's hear something.
Can you say something in German for us?
Let me tell you.
Say
Wait a
something
minute,
for
let me
German for
say
us.
something.
Yeah.
Hi, in German.
Can't you tell that she didn't teach me? Because I'm the only one out of this whole group that's flexibility. I can kind of go with the tide, but not them. They're so rigid and controlling.
Oh.
Because these are the
And
sisters
it's
you
all
love so
account of their
dearly.
older sister.
Right. Notice he doesn't tap mom on the shoulder.
Never.
She was the teacher.
But all our bad habits came from Clarence.
You better quit it while
Still
you're ahead.
blame me. Still
So who got carried to school?
Yeah, there you go. He got carried to school.
Me.
No, Clarence did.
I gotta give Wilbert credit for that.
Right.
Wilbur carried him.
And I got to give Clarence credit for that because
Well, after he chopped a finger off, I think the least he could do was carry you to school
that's
for a
right. He
few
did because I was younger. I wasn't in school yet when he did it.
Well, I got to tell you, I got very high grades in my later years in my nursing career, and it was thanks to my sister that taught me.
There you go.
That's right.
That's very
We
sweet.
learned a lot from our sister.
We sure did, and we still learn a lot from her.
Yes.
Yes, we do.
So who's the best cook? Who's the best
All right, so now from a domestic standpoint, who out of the four of you is the best cook?
Oh, not me. Not me.
Me.
And who is the best fisherman person?
Well, me. I caught the biggest fish.
And who lost their finger fishing?
Didn't lose it. It got so
Is
bad.
it back on? Let's see it again. Is it working now?
Gotta hold
Show
it
us,
up.
yeah, show us. Which one?
That's because he didn't learn anything in school. He didn't have the right teacher.
You're right. And who out of the four of you has the most children?
The most? I think I do.
No, you didn't.
You got four? I
Four
have
and four.
Most
But
grandchildren?
who has the most grandchildren? That's me for sure.
Oh, look at your mom.
And 4 grandchildren.
There you go. And you?
I only have two. And two great grandchildren.
Okay.
So I guess I'm not
That,
counted.
yeah. And you?
Oh,
How many great grandchildren? Grandchildren?
No,
Yeah.
he's got a slug of them.
But
Yeah.
he didn't go to school, so he can't count that far.
What about the earliest memory? Let's hear the earliest memory of each other.
That's why I pointed.
So what's the earliest memory you guys remember of each other in Lair?
In Lair?
Uh-huh.
You mean on the farm?
Sitting on the two-hole.
Okay.
I want to tell you this. The one memory I have of Darlene that sticks with me forever. We had a pasture that was about a quarter mile from the house where we kept our cattle. And And we sometimes went up to that pasture because they had wild prairie roses and all kinds of stuff. And Darlene was in the crib sleeping. Oh, okay. And with us older ones, I don't know if you remember, we went up to that pasture. It was you and I and Lloyd and Wilbur. And maybe Mavis was along too. I think so. And she was in the crib sleeping. And I looked down to the farm, which was maybe a quarter of a mile, and there I saw Darlene walking around the house crying.
Oh, no.
I headed for that house. And by the time I got there, I was crying harder than Darlene.
Okay.
I think my brother might have kicked me out. And I put my arms around her and I cried with her, and then we both quit. I thank you for that, Al. Never forget that. That was a special sister.
And you?
My memories?
First memory.
Oh, I don't know, Jody. I have lots of good memories. I have bad memories. And
Yeah.
Our good memories were that our mother and dad had lots of fun with us and taught us very well as far as having fun with basic yes.
And they loved
us very much.
And they kissed us to bed every night.
Every night.
Every night.
Did they sing you a song? Was there a special song they'd sing when you go to sleep?
No.
Yeah, I'm
Liebe Dusse.
No, you're wrong.
Come on, let's go. Let's hear it.
So
Let's hear
here's the
it. Let's
better,
hear it.
here's the better German
Yeah,
person.
Let's sing it.
I had to rock the cradle in the
Okay.
morning. Mom
All
went
right.
out to milk the cows and she'd say, Elda, watch the babies. And they were in the cradle. And as soon as Mom was out of the house, they'd start crying. And then I'd start rocking. the
Let's hear the
cradle.
song.
What would you
Sing
sing?
the song, sing the
And
song.
I need to see Lila La or something.
Liebe La.
Liebe La.
I need to see Liebe La.
Yeah.
Do you know how it goes?
Just a minute.
Sing it.
And
Can you sing it?
being I was the oldest girl, you know, I was kind of the caregiver. And that's why I learned so much.
That's right. She was a good caregiver.
So you cared for how many of them? How many? Because
Six
all of
of
them were
them.
younger than you, right? So yeah,
Actually,
but
4 of us.
so yeah, so it was Mavis and Darlene, and then Clarence, because Clarence was younger than Mavis, right?
No, yeah.
3 years. And I'm only representing Mavis, so on this one, and then Mom, of
But
course.
he was the hardest one. You know, he took the most care.
Who was the biggest baby out of all of you? Did your mom say? Well.
That I don't know. I don't know. He didn't like to go to school, walk to
Right.
school. So Wilbert had to walk along and give him a push. I remember that real well. Then he'd take a few steps and he'd stop. And then as we got closer to him, then Wilbert would give him another push. And then he'd walk a little further.
And what house do you guys remember the most?
That's
That farm.
The one you've seen on there.
5 miles east
All right.
of Clare. That was my dad's parents homesteaded that farm. And then when my grandma passed away, my dad's dad passed away, then my grandma moved to town, Margaret Moles.
Yeah.
She moved to town, and naturally being dad was the only boy, he took the farm.
Great. And that's
And
when,
we lived there the longest.
okay. Now were all of you guys born on the farm, or because you guys were already there,
we were.
right? Okay.
No, we were born on.
They were born.
Yeah, you were around already, right?
I don't know how tall, if I was born on that farm,
Okay.
but I was around. I remember when Grandpa died.
Wow. And you?
Probably my earliest memory was
When you lost your finger.
no, when my grandma Becker. In fact, I had to ask Elda if it was so, because I had this thing stuck in my mind and I didn't know whether it was so. Of Grandma Becker sitting in the middle of her kitchen at Clare, combing her long hair, braiding it and putting it in a comb. Now, how do you say that in English?
And how about you?
What was your earliest memory?
Of your favorite sisters?
I don't know if it was the one where I had 2. I always got stuck.
Taking care of Darlene?
Darlene, I had to rock her. Mom would give me the duty, and we had this marker. And I wish it hadn't have changed because it was totally opposite then. I would lay on the floor and I would rock for half an hour and I would sing over and over. Honey, do see Lila, look. Oh. and I would go for half an hour, and I'd
Yay.
pick my...
Silent auction time. We have some dilemmas. How do you want to handle the ones that tied?
Somebody has to bid above.
Should we maybe split the candy?
Just wait.
Or should we make them guess how many they're off?
Silent auction.
No.
Yeah.
Auntie Elda.
The candy.
Split it.
Elda, don't do
Elda,
that.
Myrna wants to take a picture.
Okay, okay.
We're going to pick the people that tied together and they can fight it out between them. Okay?
I say split.
Anyhow,
Let him finish.
after singing this over and over, an hour later, I'd peek up, and she'd have them big eyes, and she'd
Come over here,
laugh.
please.
And now this thing totally reversed. I could not get her to sleep. Now she's sleeping all the time.
Really?
We can't keep her awake.
Narcolepsy?
And now she goes to bed at 7 and gets up at 3 in the morning. Doesn't matter where she is, and she has her 3-hour nap every day. It doesn't matter if it's an emergency in the house. She says, I'll see you. I gotta take my nap. It could be in the middle of a pinochle game, a whiskey game, and with ice cream and topping, it doesn't matter. She goes to bed.
So speaking of cards, who's the better card player?
Over, yes.
Oh yeah.
Go.
This is in regards to our other sister Mavis.
Yes.
Okay. You know,
My favorite
we have-
aunt.
Yes, this mean guy behind me.
Yes.
He used to put his have us put boxing gloves on
Jean
because he
has
was a referee.
relinquished. Darla has relinquished.
And then we would hit each other and hit each other pretty soon. One of us would have a bloody nose and he'd laugh like crazy. That's how hard he was.
That's funny.
One time I put boxing
He was just
gloves on
training for the military already, that was all.
and I knocked him out.
You knocked him out? Did you think you
And I
killed him?
saw that, and I
Did she knock you out, really? Let's have the real
Right on the
story. Did
nose.
you just fake it?
Sometimes you have to let her win.
He don't have a chance because they're so
I know.
she did an uppercut. I'm not kidding.
Elda,
He
you're
did.
the on. Elda, is that
That
true?
wasn't a sucker.
Were you there?
There.